This is The Hub.
Good evening and welcome to The Hub. My name is Mucheru and today we talk about special education. I have gentlemen from the Kenya Institute of Special Education.
Yes, my name is Mucheru from Kenya Institute of Special Education.
Hello, my name is Daniel Sanoe from Kise.
Okay. So it's the Kenya Institute of Special Education, that is Kise.
Yes.
Could you tell us what the mandate is for Kise in the country?
Yeah, Kise mandate is a very specific one, teacher training in special needs education, both at diploma and certificate level. We also have the mandate to undertake research in special needs education and disability. We also undertake or carry out assessment of children with disabilities. We also run a preschool for demonstration to the population about the possibility of inclusive education.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you actually train teachers and you also assess children.
Sure.
So if a mother has a child with special needs, so what can happen? What's the process?
Yeah, parents with children with special needs or with disabilities come to Kise. We have a center there for assessment. They come with all sorts of needs in terms of seeing the betterment of their children. Mm-hmm. So when they come there, their children are assessed, they are advised, and then in case of any medical referral, they're referred. If it is educational, they're referred to the right educational placement. It may be a school and maybe a service which is maybe not within there, like provision of some aids which may not be there. They'll be referred so that now the child can be better placed in terms of receiving education.
Okay, so that's assessment for education.
Yeah.
And if someone is interested in teaching, special needs, what's the process?
Yeah, the process is one, for anybody to train as a special needs education teacher, you require to have got a prerequisite training for general teaching, maybe being a P1 teacher or even a degree holder. That is a general teaching curriculum. And then after that, now you can come to Kise for teacher training specialization. But essentially, teachers who are already employees of the ministry or of the TSC apply for study leave before coming to Kise for full-time training. But if then you don't need to come for full-time training, you can undertake the course through school-based mode, where during school vacations, you can now come in for training. And it's a 2-year diploma program.
Okay. So they can train in any...
There are various areas of specialization.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have got a specialization in the area of autism, in the area of deaf-blind, in the area of visual impairment, physical and multiple disabilities, hearing impairment, communication difficulties, emotional and behavior difficulties, learning disabilities, gifted and talented. I know that one, many people don't expect that one many times.
Could you explain that a bit, gifted and talented?
Yeah, gifted and talented. Essentially, when they think of Kise, they think of disabilities only. But essentially, that is not the case. We have got the area of special needs in education, meaning you may not have a disability, but you have got a gift instead in the opposite direction. So if a child is gifted, maybe in the area of mathematics or talented in sports and music, then we have to train teachers to facilitate the education of these children so that we don't restrain them into the general curriculum, but aid them to do better in their areas where they have got gifts.
You are listening to The Hub. Let's now take a short break.
The Hub. Your number one radio. KBC English Service.
Welcome back. This is The Hub. My name is Mucheru and today we talk about special education. I have gentlemen from the Kenya Institute of Special Education. Mucheru, lecturer at the Kenya Institute of Special Education, and Daniel Sanoe, he's the academic registrar at Kise. There's a survey that's to be carried out by the Kenya Institute of Special Education.
Yes.
Kise, could you tell us about the survey?
Yes. We are going to undertake a survey up to around March 10th, and thereafter we need to give out the results. Actually, the research is about establishing an estimate of children with disabilities and special needs. It's also going to establish the services that these children receive and the extent to which they meet the needs of those learners. We also, in the research, we're also going to establish the barriers in terms of access to education, in terms of retention, and transition to other levels. Because we find that children maybe go to the school, and after going to the school, what happens? Do they remain in school until completion, or they drop out, and what causes those dropouts? So that is basically what we are going to do in the research.
Where is the research going to be carried out?
The research is a national research, so it's going to be undertaken in the Republic of Kenya. But essentially, for the next few days or few weeks, we shall be doing a pilot in Nairobi and Kajiado. And then after that, we expand to the entire Republic.
How is it going to be carried out?
Yeah, we are going to have visits to households. And within the households, we are going to establish the children with disability within those ones. We're also going to visit institutions. And within the institutions, we are going to interview the head teachers, the learners. Those are in special schools. Even in the other schools, regular schools, we are also going to visit them. And we're also going to see whether we have some children in those schools and what the teachers say about those children. Maybe in those schools, they have the children, but they don't know how to support them. So those are the things we want to see. Or maybe they support them, and we need to know how they do it. Maybe it's the right way. Do they meet the needs of those learners? So those are the people we are going to deal with, and also the officers in the educational assessment and resource centers, which are in the counties. So for purposes of seeing how they undertake the assessment. The other group we are also going to work with is organizations. We know very much that there are these other organizations which support. So we're also going to see how they do their support. Yeah.
Apart from those organizations,
Yes.
are there any other arms of government involved?
In fact, this research is funded by the Ministry of Education. And with that, we just have to work with all the ministry areas. Ministry of Health, we are going to see what they do. There's a lot of collaboration.
Further to that, what Mr. Mucheru said, we also have a very key government agency called the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, which then guide the research in terms of clustering and sampling and bringing in the modern technology in terms of data transmission for analysis and all that. KICD is also not left out, and many other government agencies.
Okay. And then could we know what will happen after the survey, the benefits of the survey?
Yeah, thank you. The survey is meant actually to inform the ministry and the country and the government at large on what is expected in terms of resource mobilization, in terms of personnel in teaching, and any other service that may be deemed fit for these children with special needs.
Again, it also will assist us in terms of policy formulation for service provision, because then we are currently undertaking, the ministry is currently undertaking a review of the special needs education policy framework. Then this information will assist in planning purposes in terms of policies, in terms of services, and all those kind of things.
Thank you so much for that. We were speaking to Johanna Mucheru, lecturer at the Kenya Institute of Special Education, and Daniel Sanoe, he's the academic registrar at KISE. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank you.
That was the Hub for today. Join us again next Tuesday. I'm Carol Mucheru.
You are listening to The Hub.